Lots of perks come with being an athlete, especially if you're a college athlete.
Athletes, when compared to non-athletes, are more likely to try to take on leadership roles. They understand that when working hard, there's an end goal and they can achieve that through hard work, so they'll persevere through some of the tough times. So you got all these great qualities to work with.
Dr. David Wyrick founded UNC-Greensboro's Institute to promote athlete health and wellness. He and Associate Director Dr. Jeff Milroy are ex-college athletes. They recognize those good qualities athletes bring can morph into destructive social behaviors, especially when alcohol and drugs become tempting alternatives to the rush of competition.
Okay, we have a great win on a Saturday night. We go out and we party afterwards. Sunday there may be a hangover, but Monday I'm okay, I'm ready to go again. Well, that's not necessarily true. We have these lingering effects of that risky drinking on that Saturday night that are going to influence their practice and then their competition afterward.
Telling college students they shouldn't drink is an age-old warning, and the Institute acknowledges that many students, especially thrill-seeking athletes, won't listen to that advice. But UNC-Greensboro Athletic Director Kim Reckert is listening on behalf of her student athletes.
They do sometimes over-focus, and so they have a tendency to compete hard, study hard, and then at times, if they do play hard.
The Institute to Promote Athlete Health and Wellness wants to study why athletes won't listen. What is it about the social setting around campus that makes these athletes forget that binge drinking hurts their athletic and academic performance?
What are those risk factors that lead to the heavy episodic drinking? And once we identify that, then we can hopefully design intervention and prevention programs to help them.
You have to keep in mind the age group of this student. Part of their experience is learning and growing as a person.
Doctors Wyrick and Milroy say colleges have a spotty record, in their opinion, of providing alcohol information to athletes. They say punishment alone will not make a student more informed. They say athletes simply don't connect the dots between overconsumption and diminished on-the-field results. So they hope their work can temper some bad behaviors while celebrating and uplifting students who choose to stay clean.
What is that line, if you will, where it's not just, oh, I'm going to go out and have a good time and have a party. I mean, college students party, we know that. And at the same time, there may be some that really do go past that line.
For colleges and universities, to lose any student to substance abuse is to lose money.
With public universities, every student that they lose to attrition results in about a $3,000 hit. Private schools take about a $15,000 hit. And it's interesting because while we can talk about athletes or college students, we're kind of talking the same thing at this point. They don't necessarily tie their negative experiences back to their alcohol use in the moment.
The Institute's early research is showing that any student who considers himself or herself an athlete carry a propensity to seek artificial highs when the game day rush is over.
They have this idea that, you know, specifically coming off to college, it's all about drinking and partying, when we actually know that the majority aren't engaging in those risky behaviors in particular. And that if we can remind them of that, they're more likely to become part of that norm that's making better decisions.
You can be a club sport athlete. You can be. It's more about how you identify yourself. And so it's not about talent, it's about these characteristics that you carry with you.
As the Institute begins its research, not on the evils of alcohol, but on the reasons great athletes would risk their top performance by drinking, NCAA member colleges seem interested, and athletes might be turning an ear towards linking a party life with athletic and academic shortcomings.